Hmm. Not bad. Not bad. I wonder. James, what's up? Welcome back. How are people doing tonight? Haha, very funny. I need more YouTubers to send shit to. Uh, what? Yeah, if Alex would want to do it. Nut, Nut and Fancy, is that another YouTuber? I can't send it to Peter. I'm pretty sure that Peter is in Australia. Hmm. Yeah, I can't send to Australia. Can't afford to. Um, I don't know. Then there's a question of would it get confiscated by the Australian government? It's not all about size, it's about weight too. But it's mostly the fact that it's international shipping, and then there's duties and taxes on top of that. I'd love to send one to him. Oh, that would be a logistical nightmare. There's, again, shipping from America to Australia is not going to be fun for a single product. Especially something valued that high. Who are some heavy users? People that do hard stuff to their knives. Because I've already got Peterbilt Knife Guy on here. Cliff, what's up? Welcome back. Paul Mills, what's up? I don't know who that is. Never mind. Can you guys think of anybody else who I should send something to? I'm sorry, Jack. It seems like you suck at reading. That's unfortunate. It says it right up here. Oh, I don't want it shot. I mean, depending on how it holds up. I don't know. The dude sucks at spelling and he can't read either, so. So is he Austrian and lives in Austria? Or Austrian and lives in America? And I don't need it being sent to Metal Complex. I'm not going to send him one. Let me go check Joe X out real quick. Give me just a sec, guys. I don't want to delete YouTube music on this, but. Okay, we'll see you later, Cliff. Oh, Taylor. Somebody recommended Taylor. Look up Joe X real quick. And then Gideon's Tactical, I've heard of. So, just so you guys know, if I send anything to any of these people, I'm likely having them send it to somebody else as well. I doubt they're going to be keeping them. Because I kind of want them back when everything's all said and done. The problem is asking them to ship them to somebody else. It's $10 for shipping, just about anywhere in the US. If you want to buy one or something, sure. We might be able to send one to him. Also, great name, by the way. Love that reference. Adrian, what's up? Joe X. Is Joe X in the US? Knife destruction test until it breaks. Okay. What do you mean sad? I just sound sad all the time. Well, if I send one to Joe X, well, let's see if he's done a test on the Sabenza. Nope. I am taking that seriously, by the way. But if I send it to him, and if I send it to Peterbilt Knife Guy, I expect them to be broken by the time they're sent back. I think that that's a pretty fair assessment. Which is why, for those two, I would like to have them sent around to quite a few people before sending it to them. Ooh, okay. U.S. Priority Mail International Flat Rate Boxes. They're like $30. That's actually not that bad. Might have a chance at sending one over to Cedric and Ada. Nope. I'm more worried about tariffs on that shit than anything else. That one's a maybe. I don't expect to get that one back. NC, what's up? How's it going? HD Audio Songs, how's it going? We're not putting. I'm not writing everybody's name in here. These are YouTube channels that I'm thinking about sending a knife to. Hmm. I mean, she gets traction. Who else? Is there anybody else that we're thinking of? My favorite pen. Sabenza, help me grab it. Could probably do that. Thought I already put him in there. I guess I didn't. And then the fun part about all this is trying to get a hold of them. So we've got 22 channels. I'm not going to drop $500, send him a knife, and then get a mediocre review. Now that's funny. I got some better pictures of it, by the way. Cool. Go make a video on it. That's how you get yourself on the map. You start right there. A new knife that will hopefully get some decent traction. What do you mean you need a camera? I use my phone. I don't use a camera. I got some better pictures of it. So the blade length is 3 5/8. Which I think is actually roughly the same size as the Sebenza too. I swear I wasn't going after the Sebenza when I thought of this. I didn't even own a Sebenza before when I was working on this thing. I don't know who that is, Lego Master. But how's it going? I love that sound. MDC, what's up? Welcome back. On the bright side, if I bring one to Rochambeau, I don't have to ship it. What do I have for sale today? The usual. All the stuff that hasn't sold before. Are you looking for a knife or something? Watermelon, what's up? How's it going? I forgot to post it. I have it in the book, but I forgot to post it. If you want to see the shit that's for sale, you can ask. Hey, I don't remember anything. The fact that you expected me to remember something, that's on you, man. Milled. So, milled titanium. Nothing. Yeah, I got nothing in milled titanium. No. There's a second page. It's just, it doesn't show up when I'm zoomed in that far. Nope, no 20 CV. I don't have any in the collection at all. Sounds like you're looking for a ZT. Oh, that's smart. That is exactly what I should do. That idea that I had about doing a series, I think I'll be doing it on this one. Sure. It's a pretty small knife. My Pilar has a strong detent. And yeah, I've got a squid. A squid holy. Yep. Yeah, the Pete, when it came, or when I first bought that thing, it was one of my favorites. The Benchmade HK is half serrated. Yeah. Didn't think that you'd be interested in that. It is 8CR14, I believe. Yep, have fun. Selling half serrated shit never happens. It was a miracle I was able to find somebody interested in that Adamas that's half serrated. I wouldn't know. I don't buy Benchmade fixed blades. Because I don't buy any fixed blades. I don't know if you guys saw, but that abused Sabenza sold on eBay for 310. Well, damn, if we're just gonna look at the shit that I have for sale. Let me find the squid. Give me a minute. I don't know where it is. Oh, I had it upside down. Where I'm usually looking at the aluminum backspacer, instead I'm looking at the top of it. Yeah, for some reason nobody wants that thing. Oh, cool. I can't guarantee it, but I'm pretty sure it comes with a box. I don't remember all the boxes that I have. Pretty sure if you just look up Geek Machinist on Instagram, it'll show up. I don't even tend to ask people. I kind of just look them up, and then if they don't show up, then I ask. Oh, don't be going that far. You know, if I'm never wrong, then the files will be released before the end of the year. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Unredacted. Dun dun dun. No. The E files. I think I've tried that and it never caught on, so I just stopped. Well, I guess I gotta sharpen a knife. That way people show up. You guys see that I left my Sabenza the way it was last night? I carried it all day just like this. I had to take the stickers off the blade because I was doing stuff with food, but other than that, I carried it like that all day. I like it better without them, but I do find it mildly entertaining every time I look at it. So you wanted this? Okay. Have you purchased from me in the past? Oh, did you want me to open the book again? Okay, if you've purchased from me in the past, then I've got a new way of doing things. I still only take Cash App. However, send your address in the notes for the payment. Makes it so much easier for me. Anyway, did you want me to keep the book open so you can see all the other options? Got quite a few good options on the front page. Oh, that works. Did you do the front page too? Cool. It is time to sharpen this knife. I need 2 knives that I can sharpen until the blade's gone that I don't care about. Never mind, found the other one. Okay. So we're gonna shit. Yes, that. Okay, guys, the stream's over. We're gonna shit. I can't talk. We're gonna sit here and sharpen a knife forever. Oh. Didn't see that coming. Yummy. That would explain why you're constantly ordering the pens, wouldn't it? You know what I remembered the other day? That XRF machine that I tested the blade steel with doesn't test for carbon. So yeah, this is steel. It's just not stainless steel like they claim. Can someone do me a massive favor real quick? It'll take you like 30 or 40 seconds. I don't ask you guys to do a whole lot. I'm not going to tell you guys to like or subscribe or anything, but down here in this corner, there's an emoji thing. Can you pick any of the emojis and spam it like 40 times? I'm doing a test. I want to see how that reflects on viewer count. See, it reflects positively on viewer count. And then they all left already. Oh well. Welcome back. Stan, what's up? Welcome back. Oh, I love stonewash blades. A good stonewash hides hides scratches very, very well. We're sharpening a fake Chris Reeve. I don't own a Griptilian with the thumb studs. I don't like that blade shape. Kaiser makes some decent stuff, but for a while I'm going to be done buying shit. Unless it's to resell. I can't be constantly buying more stuff for the channel as well as saving up for the stuff I'm trying to save up for. I think we can all agree on that. I'm not trying to get anything. I'm trying to have a design made. And that shit's extremely expensive. I'm not doing it myself. Having 100 knives made by myself? Fuck that. Rather have the company that's like 30 miles away make it for me. Which is why it's going to be so expensive, is because I need to pay them to have them made. I recommend getting something in the $40 range. For practicing on sharpening. Well, I'll be honest, nothing's ever perfect. Well, look for shit that you like. Take a picture of it, look it up on Google, see what they sell for, and what steel they're made out of. If it's all garbage, then it's all garbage. I already know what to look for because I've been doing it for so long, but yeah. No, you don't tell them what you're doing with it. There's no point. Unless they ask. Chances are they're not going to know shit, so just take a look through their knives. If there's anything that catches your eye, look it up. If you're happy with with everything about it, or almost everything about it, then buy it. What do you think about Zer-blasted stuff? I've never seen that in person. Is it similar to glass blasted? Is it like sand blasted? What's it like? I push everybody towards D2 for practice. So what kind of smooth are we talking though? Like polished concrete? Are we talking granite countertop? A dresser? Stan, just go check your local pawn shop and look around. I don't know where my phone went. Oh. Honestly, maybe not my cheapest knives, but there's a couple that I got that are pretty good deals. Went from 325 burr removed, 1250 butt removed. Why did you remove your butt? What the fuck, dude? I push people to use D2 for practice because the burr breaks off quite nicely. All right, you have a good one, James. I didn't know you were headed out to begin with, but we'll see you later. I hate Austin. It is one of my least favorite steels personally because it never sharpened properly and it was always too soft. Yes, I hate Austin. I go in both directions. Remove double the material in the same amount of climb in the same amount of time. I don't know what kind of finish this is, but it's not glass blasted and it's definitely not sand blasted. It's not stone washed either. It looks kind of like glass blasted but polished afterwards. What's that supposed to mean, Stan? Oh, I was going to tell you to explain to the class what CBT meant. This one's real, this one's fake. So, I'm not going to sit there and lie to you and say that I own an Nkosi when I don't. Yeah, sure, we'll go with that. The steel's garbage, and this one's got a nice hollow grind that really makes it good for cutting cardboard and other things. And then the fake one has a flat grind. And the further you go into a piece of cardboard, the harder it is to cut it. It is spelled Sebenza. But yes. I won't chip it, because that sucks to do. When is what new knife coming? I'll dull one though. Not this one, but... And yes, this thing screams, I do what I want with my knife. Sue me for it. I don't. Everything in the house is sharp. For now. Can't say that I've used a Band-Aid in a long time. It's been a long ass time. Pardon me, guys. My fake and Cosi has a screw coming loose. And it's not safe to play with these things with the screw loose. Forgot this one determines the action. Okay. Looks like we're all good on this one. I don't carry OTF knives. I sold my last one a couple weeks ago because I hated it. Alright. Let's dull this thing. Sharp enough. Screwdriver, oh screwdriver, wherefore are out there? Wait. Oh, damn, I forgot what the words were. Wherefore art thou, screwdriver? Fucking Shakespeare bullshit. I'm never gonna use that shit. Damn. Oh well, now that he left, we can talk shit. I think it's dull. You shitting me? Fine. We'll bring in the big guns. How it should be. How it is. How does it keep cutting shit? Regular paper. It's sharp. Now let's fix that. Alright, YouTube, give me a topic to talk about that doesn't suck. Do you like the corner brownie? I do. What about you guys? Do you guys like the brownie from the corner of the pan? Ha 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 ha. Yep. Funny. Congratulations. It's the funniest joke that I've heard all day. It's also only 12:30, but yeah, since it's the only joke I've heard all day. Square pizza. I don't know about that one. I'm not sure if it matters considering I cut them into fourths and then eat them like that. Uh-huh. What stones do you have? You should never take a knife to a grinder, so we'll start with that. Well, how bad is it? And are you talking about like for shucking oysters? Okay. Is it sharp at all? Or is the edge just completely destroyed? So it's sharp. Dang, last time I checked the likes, we were at 3. No, it's either sharp or it's dull. If it has an edge, it's sharp. If it doesn't have an edge, it's not sharp. In my opinion. We all start somewhere. This thing should be sharp now. Yeah. Anyway. Let me look up what those things look like. Umnum's on. That is the next on the list. After having my shit made. Oh, why? And what do these things tend to look like? Okay. Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah, that makes sense. Yep. Okay. Yeah. Uh huh. Ooh. Yep. Well, I wouldn't do that. Uh huh. By the way, I'm just sitting here scrolling through pictures of these things and saying words, hopefully keeping people around. Anyway, do you know what brand it is or anything like that? Can you give me a model number, maybe? Backspacers for what? And where are you from? Okay, so one off of Amazon. Oh, yeah, I can't help you with that one. Let's see how much that thing is on Amazon. Holy shit, that's expensive. Why? Thing's 63 bucks. That one? Why is it so expensive? Squeak. Well, I'm kind of thinking that maybe you don't need that one. But sharpening short knives is kind of annoying. And I almost think that it shouldn't be all that sharp. Because when you're shucking oysters, for some reason, you're stabbing towards yourself against something hard. And if you skate off of the top of the oyster, or if you did something stupid, and then you got a hole in your hand or your wrist, and tell me what that's, or ask me about what that's like. Yeah, I'm just saying, I don't think that it was it sharp when you got it. That's a better question. Go to comfort food. Biscuits and gravy. Because just about no matter where you go, it's cheap. So it wasn't sharp to begin with. I don't use carbide sharpeners. I wish I would have known about this backspacer before I bought mine. Although I probably still wouldn't have bought it anyway. Look at that thing. No, they just suck at their job. I think since it's already been taken to a grinder, it wouldn't hurt to practice sharpening on that. Look at that. That backspacer's sick. Oh, it has tariffs. Yeah, I know. Just saying, I wish I would have known about it before I bought mine. Not that I would have bought it to replace it. Eh. Ceramic sharpeners are fine. As long as it's not like the V style. Trent, what's up? You know what? Maybe the V style sharpeners aren't that bad when they've got the ceramic. Don't use the don't use the carbide V, but the ceramic might not be too bad of an idea. If it's not fully dull, just like a couple passes, nice and soft, probably be just fine. Fake and Cozy. Again, it's a fake Chris Reeve. It's just better than sitting here and fidgeting with the real one. Actually, there are fake CRKT Pete's. They faked the Overland. They faked. I have seen a fake squid. I don't know, that wiener dog is looking pretty classy right there. Uh, I guess you don't. Any Spydercos that I want? Gale Bradley V2 in Crewwear. Or M4. I think it's M4. It's about the best looking Spyderco in my opinion. It might be. I don't know. Let me check. Well, they have them on the Spyderco website for almost 300. Oh yeah, those are children's stickers. So I guarantee you they won't last very long. It's 222 bucks. And they still have them. And I got them from a restaurant. So that should tell you everything you need to know. But here's the Gale Bradley 2. It's like the Griptilian, but not as ugly. And it costs like 40, 60 bucks more. They didn't come with a Happy Meal. Probably a liner lock. Yeah, liner lock. And it's only carbon fiber coated G10, so it's not even full carbon fiber either. It just happens to be one of the better looking Spydercos. I want one. And that's too damn bad. Yeah, but if it's going to be G10, why put carbon fiber on top of it? I don't like wood. Whoop-de-doo, it looks slightly more expensive than it is. Just don't do it to begin with. Interesting. I doubt you know what Freddy's Steak Burgers is, so... No. G10 is fiberglass. My card is made out of stuff like cloth. The Box Elder Sabenza. It looks good. I know what they look like. They look good. But again, I just don't like wood on my knives. No, I don't. Probably. But if I'm going to see carbon fiber, I want carbon fiber. Even then, I just don't want... I just don't want wood on my handles. It's too... I don't want to say fragile, but... organic. Because it's a natural material, it wears different than titanium. And not that I plan on constantly pulling something like that out of my pocket and using it all the time, but wood is just less durable than titanium. So I'm going to stick with titanium any day. Squeak. Creak. Yes, it is getting worse, but I'm also leaning to one side so that it is worse. Because when you lean to one side on this chair, it squeaks different. And then on this side, you lean to this side, it's quiet. But if you lean over on the opposite side, it makes a higher pitch squeak. And if you lean in the middle, on those creaky knees. Oh, I wish that's all it was. Actually, never mind. I don't wish that's all it was. That would be horrible. I've tried it and it didn't help. It lasted like a week and I don't want it dripping oil on a hardwood floor all the time. Hello. I wanted to contact about... Yeah, nope. Well, I had another company reach out to me at least. Ooh, creamy white texture. Mmm, I love whipped cream. Okay, so I'm going to read an email to you guys with the exact wording that they have. And then I want you to tell me if I should work with this company or not. Because I already have my thought in mind, but I don't know about you guys. It says, hello, comma. I wanted to connect about a possible content addition for one of your upcoming videos. We have a platform where creators can easily find content opportunities that fit their style. It makes it simple for bloggers to discover collaborations without extra effort. The process is straightforward and doesn't require complicated steps. If this might work for you, I'd be happy to send a brief note. What do you guys think? Yeah, you say that. So I want to tell you guys what I saw in that email, or more of a lack of what I didn't see in that email. One, I don't have a name. No company name, no person name. And the email let's see. Is Italian. Do not redeem it. Yeah, I won't redeem it, don't worry. Is an Italian web portal owned by Italia Online and founded by whatever. So it's an Italian company, which doesn't mean shit to me. And I don't think I'm going to be doing anything with them. You know what would be really nice is to sell out just once. Get a nice big paycheck real quick, and then use that to come up with my first knife design so that, bam, it all works out and stuff. Like Raid Shadow Legends. Get like $5,000 for a 30-second short, basically. Have you guys seen how much Raid pays creators for those ads? They dump money into that stuff. 744. Low hanging fruit, what's up? Buck. 744. Oh, I've seen one of those. Oh, Cliff, sorry. You missed out. Let me show you what you missed. The product you're looking for does not exist. So the Buck Sovereign has been discontinued. How so what? How are you in first place again already? And I don't know if I'm getting on Whatnot or not. I should. Problem is they want information that I don't want to give them. Was it the Mannix too? Yeah, but he's been gone for like an hour. Gone. I banned all the mods. I got tired of all their crap. Not a bad looking set of scales. I like the purple. Purple and white go well together. Ah, purple hardware. Not bad, not bad. I'm liking where this is going. Is that a mocha tie? Mocha tie, pocket clip, or... And no, I didn't ban the moderators. They're just not here today. Everybody has a life outside of this. So then there's the question, is it a laser finish or is it a Damascus type finish? What? I don't know where you're going with that one, Aiden. Yeah, it's just a laser finish. Okay. Oh, wait. Who are you buying it from? Well, I knew it was titanium. Oh, we're looking at a large Sebenza 31. You have fun with that, Cliff. Okay, yeah. I don't know what else to say, Cliff. You're eating food that I've never had before. What am I supposed to say? That sounds good when I don't know what I'm talking about? I'm not going to sit there and lie to you. I don't know what that is either. Do people actually buy shit from you? Ooh, tritium inlays. Yes, you. I like tritium inlays. I see. Uh-huh. Okay. Do you have to use a third-party shipping thing on whatnot? And they want my driver's license. That's the problem. I don't really care about the address as much as the driver's license. Ew, that sucks. Oh, where do I have to drop it off at? Do they do UPS, USPS, FedEx? If it's FedEx, I'm not doing it. Because fuck FedEx. Mm. UPS sucks too. Squeak. Squeak. Nope, got it wrong. Damn. Cool. Still the pair of three. Wow, that looks like shit when it comes to on-stream stuff. A Mannix or a Mannix 2? Okay. If my Delica wasn't on hold. Actually, is the Delica on hold now? It isn't. But it doesn't have a pocket clip. I haven't gotten anything new in a bit. A couple weeks. A week. A week. Yeah. Yeah, nope, not for me. That is a horrible spot for a hole in a blade. There's no reason for that hole to be there. Pointless. This? This one's in VG10. Yep, I can't keep giving people chances, so since the hold on it expired, it is back up for sale if anybody's interested. Yeah. No, not 45. Low hanging, high hanging fruit. Yes, I sell stuff. I usually have a little thing saying, I sell shit, or something like that. And I don't know where I put the sign. But I only take Cash App. And that's a problem for some people. Yes, the algorithm sent you here. The algorithm's a bitch too, but it sent you here. There we go. Those are my rules and stuff. Mm. Of course, it's a nice touch. When I buy something and then I figure out, shit, I have to pay tax and shipping, I'm not super happy about it. Uh, Not very. I'll be honest, I was more giving high hanging fruit a chance to get another Delica. A Spyderco, what now? Oh, okay. I've never seen one of those in person. We'll see you later, Cliff. You have a good one. 80 doll hairs for 8CR13. Boy, did you pay a bit. Yeah, Mannix 2 lightweight isn't terrible. You'd think that the scales on it would suck, and they kind of do, but they don't suck as bad as the other ones. You paid 85 after shipping, hopefully. Please. I thought the shaman was, now that I think about it, I thought it was on the compression lock. I don't know of any Spydercos that are on ball bearing pivots. I mean, I know the fake ones are on ball bearings. Yeah, the Mannix is on the ball bearing lock. High hanging fruit, if you're interested, I got some stuff here. That's the stuff that's up for sale at the moment. We'll put this in the shot. The Dodo is also on that ball bearing lock, but I'm not really including that one. I act like that thing doesn't exist because I wish it didn't. I do feel bad for the people in Canada. Actually, I've been fairly pleased with the brass washers that I got for my Para 3 build. Yeah, small business. Sure, this is a small business. We'll go with that. I hate nylon washers. No, it's a one man show. It's not a small business, if you ask me. I should do a special deal on Friday or something. Like a random sale one day every week on that um, Arius. The HK Vex. The Arius or the Torino? The Torino is part of my personal collection. Brand new, they're 300. I destroyed the edge of it and then I resharpened it to better than factory. And I just don't want it anymore. That wouldn't be a terrible idea. You should pitch it to them in an email and see what they think. So yeah, it's a tungsten carbide blade. I recommend carrying it without the pocket clip because the pocket clip kind of sucks. No, I still have it. That's why it's not crossed out. called the recoil lock on this one, but it's basically the same lock as the Civivi Buster and the Civivi Vision, where you pull this back, the red piece, and it pulls something out of the way. That's not mine, or that's not for sale. That's part of my personal collection. And that's a Mannix too that you're thinking of. Not for sale. Yeah, they call it the Super Lock when it's with Civivi. This one's called the Recoil Lock, but it is the same thing. How bad did you break it? Anyway, this thing comes with box and papers. Squeak. Then if it's not really noticeable, it's not worth having me resharpen it. Never mind. I appreciate that. It's hard to move stuff right now because everybody's sitting there and suffering with the current economic climate, but you know, I'd like to come out with my first design, and that's what I'm saving up money for. I need. Give me a sec, gotta count. About $7,000 to $8,000 for the first batch of 50. I need some candy for it. It doesn't need candy. It's a good Mannix too, just like it needs to be. Okay. I appreciate that. As long as those rules don't bother you. Praxis is a little too big for me. I sold both of the ones that I owned. And then I think I sold every mini Praxis for the most part. Except two. You know what I should have engraved on my Sabenza? I should have my phone number engraved in it. I do not need that on my Mannix. No, thank you. I don't like lanyards personally. Well, Mac. Bam. I'm still trying to get rid of this thing because nobody wants this. But it's got the wave. Ooh, the wave. How much are you looking to drop on a knife for something like that? The Emerson is sitting at 180. Yeah, nobody wants it because of the blade shape. Nobody wants a rescue knife until they need one. Then they wish they had one. I just told you it's a rescue knife. It's not even made by Kershaw. It's literally from the Emerson company. Oh well. I guess it's not selling tonight either. Whoop-de-doo. Hey, it's got titanium liners. Bet you didn't know that. It is a titanium liner lock. First of all, nice one. Second of all, I said it was a rescue knife. SARK means search and rescue knife. It's so when you're cutting clothing off of people, you don't cut them with it. Or stab them or anything like that. So catfishing wasn't the plan. Inverted, what's up? You're only 2.5 hours late. If I turned it into a karambit style, then it wouldn't be basically brand new. I don't think that thing's been used to cut anything other than paper. Ew. School. Gross. I mean, I'm fine with the tip just the way it is. I don't want that thing sharpened. Anyway, I hate math. I'm just good at it. I love science, and I'm good at that too. I hate English, and I'm good at it, like writing and stuff. Well, I thought it was a pretty good looking tip, if you ask me. It's a little different compared to the other ones, but I thought it was pretty attractive looking, but I guess not. What is considered good steel? What is your price point? The Sabenzo rattle. There is no on average. This thing's 550 bucks, and I've got other ones that are like 10. Give me a price point. Depends on the heat treat. Yeah, it depends on how it's heat treated. $250. Okay. For $250, you could probably get a solid chunk of MagnaCut at 63 or so HRC, which is pretty decent. You could go with S30V, which isn't as good. S45VN's pretty common in that area when it comes to Spyderco. Are you thinking stainless, or are you thinking... What are you thinking? You can get a sod buster pretty damn sharp. My mini sod buster is sharp as shit. Like, scary sharp. Oh, that's that one drunk or high dude that goes around the neighborhood singing in the middle of the night. I was sitting there like, what the hell is that sound? You're thinking tough. So, tough and stainless, tough and decent edge retention. What kind of tough? If you want tough and stainless, you can go with 14C28N. If you want tough and not stainless, you can go with crew wear. So tough and edge retention, you can probably go with M4, crew wear, 3V, or K390. In the $250 range, you could easily get a used full-size Adamas or a used mini Adamas. I personally prefer the mini. These have got a thick ass blade on them. Great for doing stupid shit. I still don't recommend prying. You could go with what size glove do you wear? I mean, you could probably pry with this thing. I just don't recommend it. There aren't enough contact points between the blade and the handle. The blade's plenty thick to do it. I just don't recommend it. Medium glove. Ooh, you got smaller hands than me. So definitely a mini. Rocks and dirt. What do you do where rocks and dirt are going to come into contact with it? I wear a large. The larges tend to be tight, other than my fingers don't go all the way to the ends of them, which is a huge annoyance. Farm type work. What state By what state, I mean how humid is it, percentage wise, on a regular basis? And how much do you sweat? Are you on the coast or inland a ways? Okay, then we're going to push you towards something that's stainless. Yeah, I don't know where Boston is, so I know it's in Massachusetts. I don't know anything other than that. You bastard. You bastard. I'll get you back for that, you bastard. Oh, that's great. I'm from Baston. That's probably not how you pronounce it there. Anyway, 14C is what I'm pushing towards, but the edge retention ain't great. But it's got the stainless properties that you're going to want if you sweat a lot. So, here's your farm knife. Hope you liked that little sneak peek. A favorite EDC meaning. So here's your farm knife. It's purple. Thank you very much. So it's purple titanium and 14C28N. I doubt you need the frame lock. You can probably go with a liner lock version of this thing that's way less money. And let me show you where you can get one for a good deal. Ooh, that kind of sucks. The only ones that are left with the less than 50 price are yellow. They're the piss knives. So yeah, it's a piss knife if you want it for less than 50. Plus shipping, it's probably going to be like 56 after tax. It's the QB Tidius. Ah, I get it. Anyway, I think this is what I'm going to push you towards. Oh, thank God, the channel's healing. The last two streams, the numbers have actually been fairly decent, so I thought we were going to be stuck like that forever. Well, considering mine was 100, just because I wanted purple titanium, I'd say that 48 for Ultim. I own one pink knife and one purple knife. The purple knife is right here. The pink knife is somewhere. Ah, right up there. You can now tell the difference that this is actually purple right here. I never had a donut knife. Here in about 9.5 minutes, we're going to go ahead and end the stream. You're missing an S. Desert Warriors. Not desert. But yeah, I never ended up going for any of those. It just never happened. I kind of wanted them, and then there was other shit that I wanted more and just didn't work out. Oh, that's what I was gonna do. This thing needed cleaned. Yeah, I just don't want them. Again, I'm saving up to have my own design made. And first I need to have it 3D modeled again. Yep. MagnaCut at 63 to 64 and titanium frame lock. Fine, this is not working out well. We'll do it the other way. I don't want to do heat anodized. We're doing plain. Possibly Zer blasted titanium. I don't know. What brand are my knives? I don't have a brand. Not yet, anyway. I should probably come up with a brand before I start doing that shit, huh? Or at least turn the YouTube channel into an LLC. Sure, but Iron Man's a fictional character. And to get around and through legal bullshit, I'm sure having a brand would be helpful. Or again, at the very least, an LLC. Holy what? No, I gotta do the Maker's Mark thing too. There we go. Yeah, finding knife channels isn't the easiest. Especially ones that live stream this late. Again, heads up for anybody that's new here, we're ending the stream in about 4.5 minutes. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them now. I will answer them to the best of my abilities as fast as possible. That way I don't leave anybody with an unanswered question. I need more titanium, because I'm about to sell a couple of my titanium knives. And then all that money is going straight into that. This one's Magna Cut. I don't have anything in S110V at the moment. I can't help you with that one, Mac. I'll be honest, the plan was, when I sold this knife, that the money from this knife would go into buying another one in titanium. But the one in titanium is $100 more. And now that I'm doing design shit, I won't be buying one in titanium for a while. They also make one with Damascus scales, which is actually pretty cool. Oh, this is beautiful. I just want you guys to know, this is beautiful. Sitting here watching the numbers at 30. The channel's been suffering for so long. Watching it hit 30 for the first time in almost a month is just amazing. I wouldn't mind having some mocha tie, yeah. But I said Damascus. That's how microtechs tend to be. I hate to tell you that, but that's just how they are. Some of their models just suck. The purple one is a Cubitidius. Tityus. So here's the Damascus one I was telling you guys about. I promise you that I can put the Mannix together. I'm not sure about the Microtech. I'd need to watch videos on that one, but I could probably do it. I've taken my Mannix 2 lightweight apart before, and it's not that bad. It's a little bit of a pain, but it's not terrible. but it's so heavy. 4.6 ounces. Damn. You can send me either an email, send me a message on Messenger, Facebook Messenger, or send me a message on Instagram. That's kind of up to you. I'd prefer going through either Messenger or Instagram because I hate email. Emails never work properly for me. Now here's the interesting thing is I've actually had people ask me to put things together again twice. The first person never sent the thing and never contacted me again. And it was a Spyderco smock that needed put back together. And then the other one, oh, the other one was you. There we go. Yeah, I was supposed to put a Spyderco smock back together because same story. The guy was getting old and couldn't see very well, and also didn't have the dexterity in his fingers to put things that small back together. And I completely understand, and I'm more than happy to help where I can. Squeak. Squeak. Sounds like a plan. If you want to take a screenshot, there it is, my email sign. That is my email, no capitals. No, it's just unfortunate hearing stories like that, where somebody will be, as you get older, you take something apart and you just struggle to put it back together because dexterity in your hands, hand cramps, arthritis, things like that. It just sucks to hear about. And I would hate to be on that side of the story. So as a heads up, turnaround's likely going to be around 3 weeks because picking it up, let's see here. Worst case scenario. Ooh. Give me a sec, I gotta think. I don't think I can ship OTFs through USPS. Give me a sec. What state are you in? Texas. Uh, yes. And they are legal here in Idaho. Okay. So, well, that's nice to know. The problem is I'm shipping it back fully assembled. I wouldn't expect it to be too super hard to put back together. It'll be my first OTF I've put back together. Whoop-de-doo. I will have put an OTF back together more often than I have taken it apart. Just be prepared for the UTX to still, or the Ultratech to just still suck. Because that's just kind of how microtechs are, is I hate to say, lower end models are not smooth. The Luminous was great. That thing was really smooth. Other than that, there's like a couple more that were fine. Anyway, the reason why turnaround takes so long is my P.O. box is 40 miles from my house. And I go there, or my family goes there once a week. Sometimes twice, but most of the time just once. So it may take a bit for me to get it. Short of getting it, everything else should be easy. I gotta clean the table before I put it back together because springs are involved. And if a spring goes flying, then I'm fucked. Well, here's the thing. I'm gonna try putting it back together without watching any videos. Because again, I wouldn't expect them to be too super difficult. I've never seen one taken apart. Yeah, Profiler, if you can send me an email real quick to verify that you got the right email, we can get that hashed out. And I can send you a P.O. box to send it to. Fair enough. Oh, I love titanium so much. I remember when I was a kid and I thought titanium was the most expensive shit out there. Because I always heard that it's lighter than steel, but it's also stronger than steel. And I'm like, whoa, that's sick. How'd they pull that off? No way. Never really looked all that far into it. I just thought that it was like the most expensive shit in the world because of that. feel like I'm being ignored by what's his name. I need to get a hold of him. His knives are overdue. Sucks when people ignore you when you're trying to help them out with something. Got a guy with a bunch of knives on hold, and they expired, and I'm giving him one last chance. And nothing. Oh, not you. Somebody else. The guy's got like 4 knives on hold. I sent him a message the other day and he never got back to me. Yeah, they're legal here. Everything here is legal, except this is the stupidest thing. Except for Bowie knives with a blade that's longer than 6 inches. Yeah, dumb. They're pointless, completely pointless. Oh, but they're fighting knife. I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit. It's a knife. Nobody cares. I promise. I'm sure it does. Idaho doesn't until they start changing shit. I think that 6 inches is a little bit over boot knife length. You can't. Oh, what was it? You can't concealed carry. Oh, what was it called? Idaho knife laws. Okay. Deadly weapon as it pertains to knives. A deadly weapon means any dirk knife, bowie knife, dagger, or firearm. It does not include any knife, cleaver, or other instrument intended by the person to be used in the processing, preparation, or eating of food. Any knife with a blade that's less than 6 inches. So it's any knife that isn't meant for food that's over 6 inches long. And I think that it's only that doesn't even apply anymore because we've got constitutional carry here now. It was about concealed carry. No person shall carry concealed weapons on or about his person without a license to carry concealed weapons except in the person's place of abode or fixed place of business, on property in which the person has any ownership or leasehold interest, on private property where the person has permission to carry concealed weapons from any person with an ownership or leasehold interest. Anyway, it's literally just knives that are over 6 inches long that aren't meant for food processing. So, technically speaking, if I always use my knife for food processing and somebody just happens to do something stupid and I use it as a non food processing knife now, is it still a food processing knife? Or is it not a food processing knife? Hey, cool, I got that email. I don't live in the country, nope. I live in the city. I'm just not one of the stupid people in the city. Exactly. That was my other thought. What if I'm processing the person that attacked me as a food product now? Technically speaking, is it a deadly weapon? It's an Emerson Sark with the blunt tip. I'm trying to get rid of it. Nobody wants it, so. Oh, it's hard to find somebody that's interested in that thing. As I think it was, somebody said it earlier. I want 180 for it. Trying to find somebody to buy a specialized knife isn't easy. It's a rescue knife. It's meant for cutting clothing without stabbing the person whose clothing you're cutting. The Adamas, that one is on hold. I promise you can find one for a better deal than what I'm wanting for that thing. You just gotta look. I can also help you find one. But yeah, it's a specialized knife, and I'm assuming that's why nobody's bought it. There were a couple people who were interested until they figured out that it has the blunt tip. And I may be interested in an investment, but I'm not. I need to get shit figured out on my end first. Namely the LLC side of things. I need to talk to a few attorneys and stuff. The next few months are not going to be fun. Blessed with stress. I'll get the shit figured out. The thing is, talking to attorneys in a way that gets me answers that doesn't cost me money. That's how I got to play it. Or maybe just find an attorney in the family that's willing to help. Before I take any other investments, yeah. I love this. Anyway, we went for another almost half hour, so we might as well hit the half-hour mark before we end the stream. But yeah, I'll talk to you about the investment side of things if you want to over email. That's a little more personal than I want to talk about on stream. This thing looks like a children's toy now. It just looks like a fucking toy. Stickers on my knife. Definitely doing the stickers on my knife again, but my subscribers last night told me that my plain Jane Sabenza looks too plain. I said, well, why don't we stick some stickers on it? They said, sure. And then I stuck stickers on it. And I completely covered it in stickers. It had stickers all over the blade as well to cover all the scratches. And then I went to have breakfast this morning and had to take the stickers off first. That's unfortunate, Ryan. Dude, nice. I own my truck and the YouTube channel, and that's about it. Renting a room from my parents because it's cheaper than just about anywhere else around here. It sucks, kinda. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's nice having people to talk to because most people I don't enjoy talking to. It depends. Um, they need work right out of the box. They're not perfect out of the box. It needs greased, so you'll need to take it apart and grease it. And then you need to take it apart and put it back together properly. Because if you do it wrong, then you'll need to send it in and have it fixed. They're very temperamental. They take specific tools. Well, not tools, but specific ways of doing things. Such as taking the blade off to do that properly. I'm actually not going to do it tonight. But you have to loosen this pivot and then open the blade and then push the lock bar like that, and then push the other side out. Then you pull the blade out from the front, and then you'll have 4 pieces that are connected to the blade, or 4 pieces including the blade. You'll need to grease the washers a little bit. And then put it back together by grabbing the blade and holding on to both the washers and the pivot insert and pushing it directly in through the front. Then take the Chicago nut and you push like this on there and insert it in. You gotta wiggle around the blade until it fits and it'll just pop right up through. Then you tighten this shit again and it's all put back together. This one was $400, and then the $50 to have it glass blasted. So $450 plus about $13 in shipping. So 463 something. Buy one used. Buy a Sebenza 31 used. There's no point in buying them new. I promise you, it's not that much better. When I got my new one, this one's used, but when I got my new one, I brought it in to the knife shop twice to have it fixed. And I've brought it in a third time since then. Just buy a used one. Used ones tend to be broken in already. The break-in period on mine took about 2 weeks. And when you're opening these, don't push down on the top of the thumb stud. Push sideways. Because you'll get something that I refer to as reeve thumb. Because it's not exactly round. It's kind of pointy. And you'll sit there and be stabbing yourself every time that you open this thing. And it hurts. So prevent yourself from hurting your thumb and point your thumb like this sideways and open it. Anybody else have any other questions that are relevant? Oh, the other one I carry it. Well, I don't anymore. I just swapped it out for this one instead. Because the other one's in nicer condition than this one. Is it Shirogorov by any chance? I've heard that they make good shit. Never tried it. I'd rather just stick with the American made stuff. I think they're the first brand that I've seen use needle bearings, though, which is impressive. I'm surprised more companies haven't gone onto that bandwagon. Any other questions before I end the stream, guys? Oh, I'll go send you a reply real quick. I gotta find out what the P.O. box is, though. Blade binge. Go copy and paste my P.O. box. And then I'll send that over. Account. Copy. And yep, you have a good one, high hanging fruit. We will see you later. I'm going to respond to that email and then paste. Whoa, that looks weird. P.O. I appreciate that. Hey, you're in first place. Congratulations. You have a good one, Razor Blake's Edge. We'll see you later. 21. The email is going to look a little weird. I apologize. But there's the P.O. box. Alright, guys. I appreciate you guys watching. My back is killing me, and I'd love to go do something like watch YouTube. Just like you guys are doing. Hopefully, you guys have a great rest of your night, day, morning, whatever it is. And we'll see you in the next one.